James Bays, he's live for us there. So, James, how are these burial plans coming together now?
Well, it's still a pretty confused picture, and I think probably quite deliberately the media are not being given very much information. We understand there are discussions behind the scenes exactly how this will take place. It's going to happen at a location that they want eventually to keep secret, and that's why I think they're not divulging too much information to the media. Discussions going on who would represent Gaddafi's family and his tribe at this burial. I suspect, this is just my suspicion, that we will get an announcement that he has been buried before we get any further details of exactly what the plans are.
And when does the next stage then begin, James? The process of trying to put together the interim government?
Well, that's going to be a very hard process, but we at least know how it's going to start. And it starts with a declaration of national liberation, as they call it. That's actually mentioned in the charter of the National Transitional Council. That, we understand, is going to take place here in Libya, Libyan time on Saturday in Benghazi. It states in that charter that it needs to take place in Benghazi. We understand that senior officials from the National Transitional Council, including the chairman, the man who's the de facto president of this country, Mustafa Abdul Jalil, will be in Benghazi to make that declaration, which will then lead to another celebration, we suspect, all across Libya. But it also leads to the beginning of a process, the forming then of a new government, an interim government. We certainly know there'll be a new prime minister, because the existing prime minister, Muammar Gaddafi, says he is standing down. And that new government then has the task of guiding this country towards elections. And the challenges start absolutely straight away in trying to form that government, because there are all sorts of competing groups, competing factors here that all need to be balanced. There's the traditional rivalry between this city, the capital, and Benghazi. There's been rivalries in the last few months when many here in Tripoli believe that Benghazi has been running the show, running the NTC. A city like Misrata, which did much of the fighting, they will want to have a say in the eventual political system that gets set up, in the government that gets set up. They'll want a key voice. So will the people of the mountains, the Nafusa Mountains, who are involved in some of the very heavy battles. All of this will have to be balanced, both the political team and the military team, because they want the men with the guns to lay their guns down and join one army and one police. Well, there'll be lots of debates, I think, of who the commanders are going to be in that new army and new police force.
All right, James Bays there. Thanks for that update from Tripoli.